went back to my hotel.
You got some balls, man.
I'd been drinking a little bit when I saw the opportunity, and I took the hat. I thought it would be a great souvenir and a great story to tell people when I came back to America.
How'd you really get it?
That's how I really got it. The policeman was sleeping, and he was like intoxicated type sleeping, where it was clear he wasn't going to wake up.
You're lucky you made it back here alive. So what are you looking to do with it, man?
I like to sell it.
Sell it? You know, I think it's really cool, man, but unfortunately, you did come in here and tell me you stole it.
We don't take stolen stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great story, but he admitted he stole it, so I can't take it.
So there's nothing you can do?
Unfortunately, man, there's really not. But one of the worst things we can do is take a stolen item. Cops come in, they take it, and then we're out whatever we paid for it. Maybe take it to another pawn shop. I hear they take stolen items.
Okay. Me and Big Hoss, we couldn't come to a deal. I feel okay with it because it has a good story and everybody asks about it, and I'll keep it for my own sake.
Earlier today, a guy brought in a treasure chest, and before we negotiate, we have to know what we're dealing with. Are we dealing with just an antique chest, or are we dealing with an antique chest that contains the Holy Grail? So I called in my buddy Sean to see if he could help us out.
Oh man, this is the chest.
Yeah, this is it, man.
I'm an expert in antique arms and armor, and I've been collecting since I was 10, and I've been dealing professionally for over 20 years. So what are your concerns?
Yeah, I just need to get it open, and you can tell me how old it is and what it's worth, and maybe we can make a deal. We're baffled.
We're in a fog right now.
Normally when someone brings in an object, we know what they have. In this case, we have no idea because we don't know what's inside the chest. And none of us want to start throwing out numbers until we know.
It definitely predates the 20th century. This is not even 18th century. This would be early 17th century, even late 16th century. This was the typical form for the strong boxes. And because they didn't have a banking system back then, this is a real treasure chest. This escutcheon plate on the front was to deter a would-be thief to try to break into this, but this was false, completely false, just as a kind of a fooling technique. And I can also tell just by the patina that this wasn't a recent bullet hole, okay? It may not have been from the 17th century or the 16th century, but it's definitely, you know, a musket ball hole.
Not only is this thing real, but the hole was made by a musket ball, and that's the kind of thing collectors dream about.
You know, your mind kind of goes crazy wondering how that got there. You know, was there a guy that was trying to break into this thing? Did he pull out his flintlock pistol and shoot it out of frustration? You know, were they traveling with this treasure chest and maybe being chased by highwaymen? I don't know, but I mean, the mystery is there.
So you think you can open it?
Well, now granted that this is a working key, and I'm hoping that it is, chances are I'm going to be able to get it open. But there's only one way to find out.
Sean thinks he can open this thing. Let's see if he's as good as he says.
We know this chest is from the late 16th century, but we have no idea what's inside it. I really hope Sean can open it, because the rest of the negotiation really depends on what this chest contains.
This key is going to operate a very intricate mechanism that's contained within the lid of this chest. Now, I'm not going through the front. This is the brilliant part, and how they made this and came up with this idea back then is just mind-boggling. This is actually where the key goes. And this is a little hidden by a spring. The key would go into the top, okay? Now this may or may not work because